everyone, bonjour. If you're wondering why I'm speaking French, it's because the Reds have booked themselves into the Champions League final in Paris. Here we go. Get in there, Redmen. Liverpool are, of course, in another European final under Jurgen Klopp. It is our third under Jurgen Klopp, our third Champions League final anyway, under Jurgen Klopp. Of course, it wasn't the prettiest of things. It wasn't the easiest of things, but the Red Men have managed to get into the European final, and I'm absolutely buzzing. I cannot wait to be into Liverpool for the Champions League final. Oh my God. Oh, like honestly, and guys, please let me know how your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know how you lot are feeling. Liverpool are in a European final yet again, and it feels amazing. And let me know, guys, your thoughts in the comment section down below as well. Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. If anyone does want to join as well, there is a link in the chat. Let me quickly get it up on the screen anyway. There is a link. If anyone does want to join, have you say, then please come on, have you say. It'll be about 15-20 minute quick show, and then we'll have a fucking show tomorrow. Oh my God, I'm so excited. If anyone does want to join, then please jump on. Alfie says, get in. Hello, Alf. Hopefully on a fantastic day. Chris says, I think Villarreal sitting back and easing off second leg got us back into it, sealing this tie off. Their keeper was awful, but needed this response. Said of relief, never make it easier for ourselves. No, we don't. And do you know what? As well, if I do carry on, fair play to Villarreal. You know, the first half, we'll speak about it in a little bit, but first half they played absolutely tremendously and showed fight and spirit, and, you know, fair play to them. And many people have had a go at them over the last, couple of weeks, obviously being in the semi-finals. Look, they deserve to be in a European semi-final. Tonight proved it. And look, tremendous campaign for them. But, thankfully, the Reds did manage to get the win and are through to the European final anyway. Good win in the end. We made it hard though. Exactly. But it's the Liverpool way, Mark, isn't it? And hello, Mark, as well. We're doing a fantastic day. How you been, lads? Lad, I've been horrible. I was fine all week, and then like about half an hour before kickoff, I was absolutely shitting myself. And yeah, that first half nearly caused me to have an heart attack because I was absolutely livid in that first half. Unlucky Villarreal, well done on your remarkable run. Your fans are class. Yeah, absolutely. Jackson as well saying, fucking hell, Reds. Get in, lads. Welcome, Jack, as well, says Mark. Shows how well our subs worked. Yeah, absolutely. Al says, I was about to cry at halftime. Lads, don't worry. I cried at full time. You know what, it's such a beautiful thing, isn't it? And the fact that we didn't have it easy, or we did not have it easy. Look, Villarreal are a very good side. They're the current European, Europa League champions. And Unai Emery is a European masterclass. He has everyone every single season with the Spanish side. Villarreal last season, Sevilla normally as well. But look, they deserve to be there, no matter what. I won't have anyone saying that they shouldn't be there. But oh my God, that first half, and we'll have a look at it a bit in depth in terms of stats in a moment. But that first half was absolutely horrible. The midfield did not work. Jota did not work. Sadio Mane on the left did not work. I think Liverpool fully, and Jurgen Klopp, I think Jurgen Klopp got it wrong in that first half. They quite clearly got it wrong. It should have been, Jordan Henderson in that midfield. And I think he recognised that, but he stuck with it, and look what happened. Villarreal tired out, and Naby in that second half I thought had a very decent game, but that first half was god awful. It was god awful. And look, and guys, let me know as well, because I can see a few of you in the chat mentioning tomorrow's game as well. Who do you want in the final? Because now we can say it. Who do you want in the Champions League final? For me, I don't give a shit who it is. I think Liverpool will beat both of them. And yeah, I'm happy with that. But Alex says, I was about to cry half the time. Chris says, I actually thought this game was tomorrow. I only realised it was today till 5 p.m. For God's sake, Chris. Wow, Chris as well says Mark. Hope City lose now. After yeah, well, to be honest, I don't care who we get, but I'd like City to lose, just so Pep can have another meltdown and start to frail for the Premier League title race. Anyway, but guys, for me, look, one man in particular that I'm going to mention straight off the bat before we have a look at any of the stats, and that man, and for me, man of the match as well, Luis Diaz. Absolutely brilliant tonight. As someone mentioned, I think it was Mark mentioned it, shows that subs work, brilliant from Luis Diaz. For me, needs to start on that left-hand side now, from now until the end of the season. What a signing he's been. For me, signing of the season, signing of the entire Premier League season. He's just been fantastic. Brought on a load of energy, brought on problems straight away on the left hand side for Foyth, wasn't it? On that right hand side for Villarreal, and for me, absolutely brilliant. Every single time he got on that ball, he looked like doing something dangerous to that Villarreal side, and he's just so beautiful to watch on the ball. I love him. And I think he should be starting more on the left. And for me, I think he starts against Spurs on the weekend as well. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. Anyway, we made some great saves today as well. Yeah, Ali, I know Villarreal fans were going on about the penalty shout. It was never a penalty. For me, Ali got the ball. Shame he didn't get a hat trick. But to be fair, who didn't get a hat trick? I don't think anyone did get a hat trick. Anyway, get fucking in, get it, Dave. Hello, Dave. Hope you had a fantastic day, my friend. Have a bevy on me, mate. If you are in Liverpool as well for the final, let us know, because of course, spoilers, I will be in Liverpool for the final of the Champions League. Let us know if anyone else is going to be in the final or in Liverpool, because look, I can't wait. And hopefully we can all have a celebration, potentially with a quadruple. Who knows? A treble, even a double. Who knows? But hopefully it'll be a magical end to the season. Anyway, I'm baffled on why Henderson didn't start being there and done it in these games. I don't get it neither. I think there was an injury. Or potentially why he didn't come on sooner, neither. I know he did come on in the game once we started to rotate, but I don't know, something was off there. But who gives a shit? Look, Liverpool are through. I'm sorry anyway if there's any little ones watching. There are going to be foul language, as Jurgen normally says. It's after their bedtime. Fuck it. Liverpool are in the Champions League final. Hello, Dave. How are you doing? Says Mark. Anyway, Chris says Keita was poor in the first half. So was everyone, but everyone improved in the second half, including Keita. That's what led us to victory. Absolutely. Over the moon, says Dave. Great, Dave. Hopefully, you had a fantastic day, mate. As well, wanted Diaz to start. For me, he's going to be brilliant. Guys, his Color Paris is red. Oui, Paris. Of course, bonjour. Bonjour. I'm going to be learning French now for the last, 28 days to the Champions League final, of course. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's 24 days, to be awfully honest with you. Diaz fired as well, says Dave. But let me quickly get the stats up for you then, because I did have them up. And FootMob, as usual, gone off my screen. Terrible me, to be fair. But yeah, Luis Diaz for me, man of the match, without a shadow of a doubt. And look, that first half, that midfield, it didn't work. Let's be honest, it didn't work. I don't think Jota worked neither. And look, that isn't to say Jota now is rubbish and that. And I know plenty of people will have a go, probably tomorrow after the game settled and died down, going like, oh, he's crap, this, that, and the other. Diogo Jota is a phenomenal footballer. But tonight it wasn't what it was. And for me, I think the sheer pace of Sadio Mane and Luis Diaz, we saw in the first leg what it did to this Villarreal side, and I think it pretty much the same happened again, in the second half anyway. But as you can see, and I'll read a few more of your comments out in a little minute as well. If anyone does want to join as well, there is a link in the chat. If anyone does want to join as well and have your say about the game as well, but. The stats for the game, I'll make them a bit bigger for you, and I'll get the Luis Diaz. sign off you. Anyway, of course, Villarreal only having 0.797, sorry, on XG in the entirety of the game. Liverpool just having one, well, nearly having 2 goals. They're 15 shots to 5. 3 big chances to Villarreal's 3 big chances, 1 big chance missed as well for both teams. But if we quickly scroll down, compare the first half XG, Liverpool 0.06, which I think is probably the lowest of the season so far, in any competition for the Reds so far. But then as you can see, 0. Well, practically their entire XG, of course, was in that first half and the entirety of the game. But as you can see, second half XG 0.00, which just goes to show the complete opposite of what happened in the game as well. Liverpool dominating then for the rest of the game as well, and dominating the rest of the stats as well, to be fair. But, Villarreal, they did the job. They did the job what they set out to do. For me, look, it was really frustrating at the time, and it was exactly what Liverpool didn't need to happen. If anything, Liverpool needed the early, I think, anyway. Has my screen gone off? No, it hasn't. For some reason, the screen went blank then. Apologies if it did. But it's one of those things, isn't it, where you look at it and this Liverpool side is good enough to do what it did, and it has done it. And it was magical to see, but of course stressful at the same time, which I don't never ever want to go through that again. But I will do, because this great football club goes through to, European finals now and then. Peter says Chris has changed. Honestly, keeps on praising Keita. What's going on? To be fair, Keita was poor in that first half. Absolutely. Keita had a nightmare today. He did in the first half. I think second half he did come out a bit better, like everyone else did, to be fair. The first half was bloody shambles. Yeah, I said it was spineless, which it was, in my opinion. It was absolutely spineless from Liverpool. Can all change though, Peter, if he goes back to his old habits. Well, I seen something today about Naby, and that people were saying that he should be, he shouldn't be getting a new contract and that. And I looked at it, and I think Jordan Henderson's missed more games than Naby Keita this season, which is a mad stat when you look at it. I think Naby's been out for 8 games this season. Hendo's been out for, I think, 12, in all competitions. So I don't know if that's true. I saw it on Twitter from a few people that are pretty good with it, but I don't know for 100% sure. But I know Naby's missed around that games. Anyway, Diaz is a sexy baller, says Gary. Absolutely phenomenal, isn't he? First half, we played the worst I've ever seen in a long time. Probably the worst 45 minutes in the entirety of the season, I would say anyway. And froze for a second. Oh, there we go. Don't know what happened then. It's just everything just froze. So apologies for that. Anyway. My screen went blank on there, so I don't know. I'd rather Keita get a new contract extension over Milner. Well, Chris, James Milner is getting a new contract, my friend. If you saw my tweet the other day, he is getting a new contract. So brilliant news as well. But good how we relied around and pulled it back. Yeah, exactly. And that just goes to show some teams, you look at, for example, when we come back against Barcelona, we saw how the mentality difference between the both teams happened then between us and Barcelona. I think if Barcelona were in that phase, like what we was, being 2-0 down after being 2-0 up from that first leg and so on, I think they would have crumbled, and Villarreal would have potentially won that game. But for us, it was just regather, refocus, get Jurgen to have a go at people at halftime, because I'm guessing that's what he did. And look, we just come out with a way better team than in that second half, and look, it's brilliant the fact that we can do that, and we can, just have one of the, well, I say this like if it's a luxury thing, have one of the worst 45 minutes, of the season, and then go on to have one of the most grittiest, hard fought, brilliant second half, which I thought it was. Look, it wasn't amazing for second half, like we could see in, halves like against Man United and Man City this season. it's one of those gritty performances that you have to pull out of your pocket now and then. The introduction to Louis Diaz, the rotation then happening when it's 2-2 and you're 4-2 up in aggregate. Bringing on Costas, Curtis Jones, Jordan Henderson, James Milner. Using those 5 substitutions that you normally wouldn't use elsewhere. It's brilliant to see. And again, we go again now on Saturday. We go again chasing the Premier League title because that's what we do. That's what Liverpool Football Club does. We go on and we fight. We fight for these titles and trophies because if we can somehow pull off the quadruple, it will be the best season that anyone's had in history, in the history of football. Plain and simple, it would be. Even the treble would equal our best ever, season in our history, and in many other clubs' history. But even if it was now, we went on and just won a Champions League, that's amazing in itself. This season is amazing no matter what happens from now until the end of the season. Look, it'll be disappointing, of course, if we don't go on and win, at least 2 out of the 3 that's left. But either way, this season's been phenomenal. And tonight proved it. Tonight proved, what this Jurgen Klopp Liverpool side will go through to get into a final. And I love it. Absolutely love it. And I hope we can celebrate a Champions League win now. Of course, keeping an eye on tomorrow as well, and all that good stuff as well. Before people howl on the moon like a wolf about me saying Milner shouldn't get one, it's what I think. I love the man, but things move on. But if Klopp wants, then whatever Klopp does, I'm 100% with. Absolutely, Chris, do agree with you. But there, my friend, we got to win now. Let's stop jumping on bounty castles onto Tottenham next. No, absolutely, Chris. We move on now. It's the same as the 18-19 season. We're through to the Champions League final, and now we go on. We smash Spurs, and then we go on. We've got Wolves, Villa, and whoever else is the other game that we've got, but we've got someone else in that as well. But yeah, we just destroy everyone now from now until the end of the season, and Chelsea as well in the FA Cup. We go and batter them at Wembley and win another trophy against Chelsea this season. Anyway, still looking to strengthen areas, but loving this team we have now. Absolutely. Mark says, I think they said we should have scored 139 goals in all competitions. Yes, that is true. It's a new club record as well. It's absolutely fantastic, isn't it, Mark? And the season's not even finished yet. Breaking history, and that's the other thing as well. And Gary says Liverpool are bloody great as well, and that's the last thing I'm going to end on as well, because we're going to have more of a show tomorrow as well, talking about this. Maybe we might do it a bit later on, around 10ish tomorrow, maybe a bit earlier, who knows, because of course we'll find out tomorrow who we get in the Champions League final. But the fact that last season, and many people have pointed this out on Twitter, the reason why we are here right now, and the main reason why Liverpool are in a European final this season, is due to 2 people, and not just 2 people, of course. Alisson Becker's goal against West Brom and so on, but the 2 people that one person's gained promotion tonight, of course, for Bournemouth, but Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. Without them 2, Liverpool would never have got Champions League football last season. Would never, ever have got Champions League football. We couldn't play with Jordan Henderson and Fabinho at centre-back anymore. We couldn't. End of days, we couldn't. And somehow, those 2 lads, who are, probably 5th and 6th choice at Liverpool, managed to get this Liverpool side to a Champions League place that we never, ever deserved to be in, from the season we had last year. And then this year is the revenge tour for Liverpool. We've been on a revenge tour since the beginning of the season, and people haven't believed us. But since the turn of the year, since everyone's been talking about the quadruple and going, Liverpool, could potentially become the best team ever, and this, that, and the other. We said it since the start of the season. Every single Liverpool fan said it. Liverpool are on a revenge tour. We're after everyone this season because what happened last year. Everyone writing off all of the players, going, oh, Sadio Mane's done, oh, Virgil van Dijk, Liverpool not the same without Virgil van Dijk. Of course we're not. Virgil van Dijk's the best defender in the world. Oh, Jordan Henderson's done, Fabinho's done, oh, Jurgen Klopp's not a good manager anymore, this, that, and the other. And Jurgen Klopp has, and showed everyone, and rightfully so as well. And guys, let me know if you agree on this as well. Liverpool have changed everyone's minds. We've gone for it. We've gone for the jugular this season. We've battered everyone. Apart from twice this season when we've lost in the league. Don't get me wrong, but we've gone on and we've just gone on this amazing revenge tour, and we're in an FA Cup final. We're in a Champions League final. We're in the running for the Premier League title, and we've won the Carabao Cup. We're going for everything, and hopefully we'll end up winning everything. And what an amazing season it'll be. Obviously, it'll be topped off as well if Everton get relegated. We're not going to lie, but look, it's amazing the fact that this Liverpool team can do what they can do and do it phenomenally as well. And I can't wait to see what happens against Tottenham on Saturday as well. But the Reds are in yet again another European final, the third Champions League final. I say European final because it's Champions League, but Champions League final. We're in our third Champions League final under Jurgen Klopp. It's absolutely fantastic. Guys, don't forget to leave a like on the video. It's very much appreciated. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you're new around here. For me, I'm absolutely buzzing. Please learn your French over the next couple of weeks because we're going to be speaking a lot of it. Of course, the Reds are off to Paris to face the winner of Manchester City or Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Whoever it is, I don't give a shit. Liverpool are in a European final, and I think Liverpool are going to win the European final as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts as well. And there's me banging my camera. There we go. It's time to end. As you saw my wardrobe there. But before we do go off anyway, happy days, Connor. That do nicely as well. Gary says Liverpool are going to Paris, Everton are going to the Championship. It's like I see, Gary, what I like to see. Enjoy the rest of your nights, guys. Stay safe. Yeah, please stay safe as well. If anyone is in Liverpool for the Champions League final, then please do let me know because I will be in Liverpool for the Champions League final, and I cannot bloody wait for it as well. Can't wait to celebrate. Hopefully winning another European Cup. Number 7, baby, could potentially be on its way to Liverpool anyway. But guys, thank you so much for tuning into tonight's show. Of course, like I did say, please, if you could, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. I do very much appreciate it as always. Be back tomorrow as well. With a more of a talk, about this game. We'll be talking as well, potentially, depending on what time we are live tomorrow, about who we will be facing in the Champions League final and all that good stuff as well. But till next time, guys, that is going to be it from me. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. Liverpool are in another European final. Get in there, Red Men, and I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow for another show. But stay safe, guys. Please stay well, and I'll see you all then. Ta-ra.